said you've watched LSU quite a bit this year. What do you think is really clicking for them during this 17-game East streak?
Well, they're just so athletic. I mean, it's unbelievable, the guys that are running out there, and then you run arms out there. You know, their guy came in last night, he was even their closer, and he's 94, 95 with an 85-mile-an-hour slider. So I don't know if there's a more talented team in the World Series, but they're as talented. If there is one more talented, they're as talented as anybody in the series that I've seen. And like I said, I've seen them play a bunch. And you know, Florida State, I think they'd won maybe 18 or 19 out of the last 21 or 22. They're good, and so they're just really athletic, and they can throw a lot of arms at you. They got speed, they got power. You know, and like I said, we're well aware of that.
These teams that you coach have different personalities, a little different. How's this team different than maybe 07 or 06?
Well, maybe they got a little bit of a togetherness and a inner trust in one another, maybe than as much as any team. You know, I think it's kind of a unique thing that your superstars treat freshman guys that maybe have 5 at-bats the same way they treat another superstar, and maybe sometimes guys overlook that and they don't intentionally do that. But I know our guys, you know, a person like Rasmussen or Madrigal or Grenier or any of those guys, Greller, they go out of their way to make sure that everybody feels like that they're a team guy, and that goes for the guys that clean the locker room, and it goes for our trainers, and it goes for everybody involved. And I think that's one thing that has continued to stand out for me, is how they stand up for one another and how they feel about one another.
Hey, everybody talks about culture like it's a simple thing. It looks simple. Is it hard to create this?
Well, you know, I'd have to go back and really pull out the Chris Pines and the guys that never got any reward for some of the hard work they put in. Jason Strandberg, I could go on and on about those guys in those early years when I felt like we were creating a culture, but maybe it wasn't noticed because you didn't play in games like we played in the last 10 years or 12 years. So I think that I don't know. I think you for anybody to come in and feel like as a coach that you're the one that's going to create the culture, probably is forgetting about the guys that better help you. That's my opinion. I don't think I could do it by myself without guys buying in and saying, okay. And you don't always do things right. You know, in that process, you certainly learn. I did anyway. That there's better ways to do certain things and get the same result that you're looking for.
Are there guys when you're down 5-1, which has not been common this year, that you can tell players on the team are looking toward to be elite?
Yes, I do, and I think that the funny thing is, like I said, I think that there's a guy sitting on the bench for a long time that could really have an influence on guys that are playing all the time. Maybe it's one of those guys telling them, hey, you're all right. But they do. They look for the guys that are on the field all the time. I think they look for the confidence that Nick has, that he doesn't talk a lot. They look for the, Jack Anderson. I mean, you could write a book about Jack Anderson. He's just a guy that has made himself. He's a self-made guy, and so that whole combination of things. If I could really tell you what the ingredient is to create the thing that I think that they have going for them, I could probably be a very successful writer. I could write a book about it, and then everybody want to buy it. Right?